So there's so much unique about Jerusalem and many of these older cities. I'm in the Armenian Quarter at the moment, and just wanted to show you a couple things that for me are absolutely fascinating. You can see these big stone walls, and they all look like they go together. But there are some actual big differences here that when you look at the walls, you realize you've got a big difference in ages and time spans from when they were built. So, for example, let me show you just some of these because you can see three different building spots here. You've got these stones, which originally made an arch, and you can actually, if I pull it out, you can see the arch that is there and has since been filled in. Different time periods. Then, in addition to that, you've got that wall right there, which again is built at a completely different time period. So you will have sections in here where you will have brand new stone mixed with ancient stone, mixed with all sorts of other stuff. So again, this arch that goes over the road, you can see it's a completely different stone in age than both sides of it. So how old are these? Well, it depends upon where you are and what stone you're looking at, because they can be all sorts of different ages, different time spans. And you will see brand new stone mixed with ancient, even on the same level. So let me show you this wall. You can see how big these stones are. And then if you go down, you'll notice it's a different type of stone, completely different age. Or then you get this other wall here. And this just really shows you how mixed up it is, because you've got the stonemasonry up top mixed in with these much older stones right there. And you've got this big mix of different ages. And so it's fascinating when you walk around and you see these stones and they're just all mixed together. Old stone, graffitied stone, older stone, and then trying to figure out what is what and where it goes. It's just fascinating. This wall here is one of my favorites. This is a corner wall. So you can see the old arrow slit. You can see the huge stones down at the bottom. I mean, how old are these things? I don't know, but based on the arrow slit there, I'm guessing that these are pretty old. But then you've got much newer stonework up on top. And it's just fascinating how it's all built. And when you look down this street, it's just a hodgepodge of different things. So why are there different kinds of stone? Why are they all mixed up? Well, when you look at the history of Jerusalem, it's a constant history of conflict, of battle, of possession, of tearing down and rebuilding. The big synagogue that is here has been demolished and rebuilt numerous times. The one that's here now, I think, was built in the 1800s, but there have been others that have been there before. Then you get to the War of Independence, and there were whole sections in this part of the city that were just utterly demolished, and then they rebuilt them. That, in fact, probably very much explains what happened with this arch. More than likely, the other half of it was demolished in the War for Independence, and then they just filled it up, and fixed it up. You've got the Armenian church here, and it's also been rebuilt several times. So as you go through Jerusalem, you look at all the stonework, you look at the walls, and wonder, okay, how old is it? When was it built? How did it turn out? In fact, there's one thing. This is another wall here. And if you look, there's a filled-in doorway. So, and you can see the old framework. You can see actually even the crossbeam of it filled in. And then just next to that, you got a much lower arch. What was that one to, I wonder? And there's so much of this that there actually isn't even anything I've been able to find that documents what is what, when it was rebuilt, just because it's so incredibly common. So it's kind of fun. The historian in me is going nuts, though, because I want to know what it is. I want to know when it was built. So if you want to know where this is, we're St. James, and we're right off the road there. So, and yes, you hear languages, all sorts of languages too. So just a little tidbit, something that if you get to come to the old city, look at the stonework. Have fun. Even the streets are made up of different ages of stone. You can see older and the newer all mixed together. So hope you found this a fun little look here at Jerusalem and one way that's different than much of the rest of the world.